Hi friends, Glenda here. Welcome to my craft room. It is Monday, January the 13th. Side note, happy birthday to my mother-in-law. And we are live, hopefully on Facebook. Just let me get over there. I'm doing a card today using the Mixed Florals bundle, but not the bundle. Does that make sense? It will soon. Okay, just let me get that in there. Perfect. Now, I've shared where I need it to share. Put this up. I'm going to hit go on the comments. And my comments will show up. Okay, there we go. Hello, everyone. We are creating a Shabby Chic card today using mixed florals, beautiful butterflies, and elements of text. And I am hoping that you will enjoy the journey. This card does not use any tools. There's no die cutting machine. There's no embossing folders. There's no punches. There's nothing. It's cards, ink, and paper. And I'm going to do this so I can watch all the comments wherever they may happen. Good. All right. Well, let's get going. I'll flip you around and you can see the card. There we go. So there's the card that we're making today. So you can see the background. I did a lot of stuff on here. That's called shabby chic or vintage or distressing. It depends on who you're talking to and which one it is. It's funny that I haven't seen any eyeballs on yet. Maybe everybody's sleeping in. Oh, well, I'll be here for the replay. Okay, so I'm going to do that. And I have Share It Saturday draw for January the 4th. I had my catalog launch party on the weekend. So I'm going to do the Just for Coming draw and I'm going to do the treasure hunt draw. And then you have until Wednesday at 4 p.m. to get your orders in to be entered into the placed an order draw. Okay, so I will be using today lots of inks: Crumb Cake, Soft Sea Foam, Lemon Lolly, Pretty in Pink, and Memento. And the markers are Peach Pie Combo, Shy Shamrock combo, Dark Pretty in Pink, Light Pecan Pie, Light Poppy Parade, and the basic black marker. And I also need an aqua painter that I dedicate to the white craft ink refill. So I will need that, and I will need Wink of Stella. Wonder why. Just let me go and check something. I want to make sure that I am live because there's no eyeballs happening yet. Okay. We'll just go with that. I'm sure somebody will show up and say, hey, you're live, but it's really weird that I'm not. Anyways, we're going to go. I am going to be using Mixed Floral stamp set. No dies, just the stamp set. And I'm using beautiful butterflies for the happy birthday. And then this elements of text. Oh, there's Wendy. Oh, good. That means I am live. Whew. Elements of text. Now, this is an online exclusive that was released on the 7th of January. And it has some really cool elements to do distressed backgrounds. Now, somebody asked me what the words say. This one I can't tell you. All I can see is, and life is brimming. Everything else you can't tell. This one, it is silent, intent of mannering, of to be flowers. Then again, you instantly on the way, the plants around feel good. So it's text, but it doesn't, it's gobbledygook. And then this one is the same thing. hello, when all at once I saw, why do they scratch their hands in, yeah. So you can barely read it, but not enough to really concern you with the text. And I'm going to finish off with the party dots. Now, these come in Peach Pie, Pool Party, and Pretty in Pink, which is the colors that I chose to do my card with. So I was asked on the weekend how you tell good color combinations. There is actually 3 different ways to tell. So if you look in our annual catalog at the beginning, somewhere, there is a color coach. At least it was here. Did they move it? I guess that was the last catalog. Interesting. Okay, so scratch that. You can purchase a color coach. There. You can purchase, it's called a color coach, and it has all of our colors. This is an old one, so it doesn't have them all, but the new one does. And then you can move it around until you find colors that go together. So if you're looking to do an orange card, then you would flip this around, and that goes from Calypso Coral to Lemon Lolly. So that's analogous. Analogous. This gives you just 4 colors that go well together, complementary colors, and triadic colors. Monochromatic. So there's lots of, if you're struggling with color, that's a good way. The third way is to grab a package of designer paper or look in the catalog and see what colors grab the wrong one. Hang on. See what colors the artist has included in the papers. So for the storybook one, it's Calypso Coral, Wild Wheat, Old Olive, Lost Lagoon, Boho Blue, Pecan Pie. Those all go together. So you're pretty safe if you go to any designer paper and pull out the colors, and your card will coordinate. Okay, I'll show you the inside. Aren't those ladybugs adorable? Okay, we're going to get going because it's going to take a while to do this background. Whoops, card's upside down. Move my mouse out of the way. Okay, so one thing I did not put on there that I see I used is a blending brush. So just let me grab a blending brush. There we are. So I have added Pretty in Pink, put it on with a blending brush. And then there's dots in Crumb Cake. There's dots in Lemon Lolly. And afterwards, I stamped this first and then stamped the bits around it, so I could basically leave where I want to color clear. It doesn't matter if you sponge color like Pretty in Pink over top of it, because it's light enough that you can still color. But by stamping your piece first, then you can kind of avoid it with the heavy stuff. So this is basic white, 5 1/8 by 3 7/8. And I'm going to ink up my image in Memento. I'm just going to close that so it doesn't get all over the place. All right. And I'm going to stamp this. I'm going to keep it over towards the left-hand side a bit because the sentiment is going to go on the right. And you want your card to be balanced as well. And the 1/3, 2/3 rule works on cards as well as in photographs, in photography. because that's what helps you balance your card. Okay, I got it a little different from that one, but that's okay. Now, this will tell me where to do all the additions without covering up where I'm going to color. So the first one I'm going to do is let's grab crumb cake. No, we're going to start with putting the pretty in pink on, because if you don't put the pretty in pink on first, then you could end up reactivating all that ink that you put on there and you'll have a big muddy mess. So I'm just going to pick up some ink with my blending brush and I'm going to go around the outside. Now, I don't mind if there's blotches on this because that just adds to the interest of the Shabby Chic card. So has anybody done Shabby Chic before? It's a really cool technique. And I enjoyed making this card. I don't do them often. I have received a couple in swaps and they're really pretty. And everybody does them different. There we are. So I've utilized the blotches that my blending brush is adding to give light and dark areas in the background. I don't know how. Oh, Wendy loves to. Yes, I've seen some of your Shabby Chic cards, Wendy. They're awesome. Okay. Now I'm just going to go lightly over top of the image just to tone down the white that's in behind there a little bit, but not enough to cover up where I need to color. Okay, that's pretty in pink. Now I'm going to take crumb cake and this stamp, and we're going to add it different angles in different places. So there's that. And because I'm using so many, I don't want to add too many elements at once. Too many of one element is what I'm trying to say. Okay, now soft seafoam. We're going to add some blotches in there. And remember when you're doing this that it dries a lot lighter. And try to turn your stamp as well. Okay, there's that one. And lemon lolly, the other blotch that comes in that elements of text stamp set. And you can put them over top of the other ones too. Let's do the big blob over here. There we go. So you can see how I'm starting to build on that background. Good morning, Lena. So that was lemon lolly. So that's all the stamping I'm going to do. Then I'm going to take my black marker, and this is just a basic black marker, and flick color on there. And you can go over top of your image as well. And the harder you flick, the bigger your blotches. So if you go really tiny or light like that, I'll hold this up in a sec. You'll get these. So those little tiny dots. If you go really heavy, then the dots get bigger and darker. And the juicier your pen is, the bigger the blotches are going to be. So can you see in there, the blotches are really light, but over here, they got a lot heavier because I was being more forceful. Okay, then I'm going to take Winka Stella and we're going to flick Winka Stella on there. Now for this, you do need a juicy Wink of Stella. And if I put it on here over top of the image and then color, it's still going to show the twinkle through. I like lots of Wink of Stella on this because it's so subtle. Okay, so let's just show you how it's progressing. Can you see the shine there? You can see the shine right there if I get my thumb out of the way. Okay, so now I'm going to take my aqua painter that I have dedicated to white crafting because you will never get your aqua painter clean again once you use craft ink on it. And I'm going to add a little bit to a block. And the more you dilute this, the lighter it goes. So I don't want to add too much water to it, just enough that it's, come on, just enough that it's a little bit wet, but I don't want to dilute it too much or it won't have white blotches the way I want them. And the more you load on your brush, the bigger your blotches are. This one I'm going to go even on top of the, no, I didn't. I avoided going on top of the flowers. So you can see I'm doing a bit of a different technique in that I'm flicking and holding it closer and not going flick, 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 flick. I'm being intentional with my flicks. That way I get bigger blotches. Okay, so there we have. So this one, I've got a few over top of my image, but I'm not really worried about that. So that's the whole process. Now I do have to color it and I have to be very careful because those white blotches will take a little bit to dry. So you could go and I could go get my heat gun and do it, but I'm hoping by the time I color, it's going to be okay. All right, let's start out with pecan pie. Oh, I haven't stamped the ladybugs yet, but I'll do that. And we're going to color the cone part of the image. Oh, right, my pecan pie is dry. I have another one on order. But you know, it's not here yet. So if you missed my catalog launch party yesterday, you can go back and watch it. It has samples and products, and we had a lot of fun. And there's no obligation. Oops, is that the dark? Oh, that's light. There's no obligation. You don't have to buy anything for me or anything. Just go and watch it if you are interested in seeing what some of the new products look like. I held it on Zoom and streamed it to Facebook. So we had a lot of fun. It's quite long though. It's almost 2 hours. But I did manage. I even included stamping. I stamped the make and take project with everybody. And it was still only 2 hours, which is a good thing. Okay, so as I'm coloring this, I'm watching the Wink of Stella pop through because now it's got color and it's really cool. Still has that shimmer effect. There, so that was light peach pie. Hi, Jackie. Now I'm going to put dark around the top, and you put it where you think the shadows would be. And then we're just going to flick a little bit down from that. And then maybe some just going down here a bit. There's so many different ways to color these flowers. So on this one, I did a lot of dark right down into the petals. This one, I'm not doing quite as much. I'm going to go over top of them with my light again. And that will blend everything together. There we go. So this flower is going to be lighter than the other one. Now I'm going to go down to the small flower. Oh, I just did dark. Oh, well. There you go. This one's going to be dark. Some days, oopses happen. But they always turn out to be happy little accidents, right? However, some days the ink pad falls right in the middle of your completed project, and then all you can do is cry and throw it away. I'm just going to add a second coat to part of this, and that will darken it up too. There we are. So how's everybody today? Did you have a good weekend? Now I'm taking dark, pretty, and pink, and I'm going to do these flowers. So Saturday I had a class that was lovely, stamping with people in my studio. It was an in-person class. We did the More Than Autumn cards. Then yesterday was my catalog launch party, in-person open house in the afternoon, and virtually on Zoom and Facebook in the evening. So I got to visit with a lot of people this weekend. It was wonderful. There we are, just getting these pretty and pink. And their flowers are way too small to consider blending. Just about done here. And then I'm going to use Shy Shamrock. And we'll do the leaves. So I want the light one. Lena, are you going to the Van Isle meeting in Nanaimo? I am not able to go because I have a previous commitment, which happens 99% of the time for the Van Isle meetings. So we have a Vancouver Island demonstrator group, and we get together 3 or 4 times a year and stamp and create and do business stuff and have fun together. But I do my calendar so far in advance, and most of the time it's not flexible enough for me to be able to go to these things. And so I'm really sad that I'm going to miss it. Okay, so that's the light on there. And I could leave it at that because there's nothing wrong with that. If you don't want to blend, you don't have to. And now I'm going to go in with the dark and put a little bit of shadow right under where those flowers are and down the middle of each of the leaves. And you can see that putting all those flecks and stuff on before I colored it didn't harm it at all. There we are. Isn't that pretty? And how long did that take? Like 20 minutes, maybe max? And the white blotches are dry, so I can layer this now onto a piece of basic black. Oh, no, I can't because I haven't stamped the butterflies yet. Butterflies, nope. They would be ladybugs. Let's just get rid of that. I'm going to stamp some ladybugs on here, and then we have to stamp the inside too. So this set has 3 ladybugs. I like the flying one. I think 2's enough. Now, what did I do on the inside? Oh, right. Right. I'm going to grab this little stamp. You guys are quiet this morning. Not awake yet? I checked on my hubby before I came into my craft room. and closed the door, and he was still sleeping. So he must have had a wild weekend where he needed extra sleep this morning. Poor guy. They've been working at the train doing maintenance and winter closing, doing all sorts of stuff. So I think he's kind of looking forward to a sleep in this morning. There's that envelope. Oh, look what I did. Almost think I was an amateur. Oh well, it's an envelope, right? The one right there. Let's call attention to the mess instead of hiding it. Oh, I'm so impressed with myself. I didn't just wipe that on my pants, which are not black today. I usually wear black pants just because of that. Oh, that dude doesn't have the whole body. Let's see if I can get the head in there. A little bit. I should have reinked it. Oh well. All right, now we're going to do a quick color job. And don't forget, I have draws that I need to do before I say goodbye. So don't let me forget. Oh, and I didn't step the sentiment. Okay. Let's color these. Well, there was lots of, oh my gosh, I didn't think I liked that bundle until you showed us. Or I didn't like that paper until I saw it in person happening yesterday, which is really cool to see. Because that's why I do my launch parties. Because often you can't tell what something is just by looking at it at a catalog. And then you start to get inspiration. Okay, and this is Poppy Parade I'm using to do the ladybugs. And these ones. Now, do you think this needs a third ladybug, or is it good the way it is? I still have to put embellishments on. I'm still going to add the party dots. There we go. So I have a piece of the sentiment. I have 5 1/4 by 4 black to layer my art piece on. But let's just stamp the sentiment first in Memento ink. And this is 1/4 inch. So I put it on my black because then I can see where my white is. Put it in the middle there. Did I get it straight? Almost. It'll do. It will do. Okay. So let's put this on top of my black. Today, hubby has to go for an eye appointment in Nanaimo, which is about an hour and 15 minutes away. And I haven't decided yet whether I'm going with him or not. I want to work on my stuff for the Creative Escape today. Oops, there's the end of that. It's okay, I have a spare. Just refill that. There we go. At least I was smart enough. I knew we were running out. And onto a piece of peach pie card base. And now the sentiment, I'm going to cut just a little bit off of that end. Well, let's make it straight. And I'm going to flag the other end. That's a little bit too long. And it's this narrow. I don't like long flags on it. And I'm going to grab a couple of pieces of dimensional here. We're going to pop that up. Wendy said, I had a funny aha yesterday. I have been cleaning in my craft room and came across a can of glitter hairspray. I had a card on my desk and I was not happy with it. So I sprayed the glitter on it. It worked great. So I still don't have the card, but it sure glitters. I still don't love the card, but it sure glitters pretty. Oh, that's awesome. Way to go, Wendy. If you don't like the card anyways, keep trying things till you see if you do like it. Because you never know when it's going to pop and say, that's it. That's the way I like it. And this is the inside, and we'll get that in. And then we'll be done, and I can get on to the draws. We have Share It Saturday for January the 4th. Just looking at my list. And the Just for Coming draw from the catalog launch party and the place in, or treasure hunt draw. So there's our cards. And you can add more and do more if you, once you get your coloring done and you look at it, if you don't like there's a big space in there where there isn't anything. And if you don't like those big spaces, just go back in with your blotches and dots and add more. Oh, bling. Where's the bling? I have to put the bling on, right? Okay. Pokey tools. Add some bling, and I'm going to use the pink ones, or pretty and pink ones, and the peach pie ones. I'm not sure about the blue yet. Shall we try a blue on there? It might add a little bit of contrast, which could be fun. 1, 2, 3, 4. One more peach pie one. Right there. Perfect. And that's a wrap. There's our card for today. It's a great technique. It doesn't take a lot of time. And when you do it, don't be intimidated. Just go with it. When I first started making these, I did a lot of, oh, I don't like that, and starting over again. But you know what? You don't have to, because every card's going to turn out different. And what you like and dislike doesn't mean the people you send it to are going to like it or dislike it. So just go with the flow and let the creativity flow when you do this kind of a technique. Okay, I'm getting my table clean so I can reach my computer and do my draws. The blue stands out well. It does. I kind of like that little bit of pool party on there. I agree with you, Wendy. Okay, come here, computer. My mouse. Flip me around. Take my phone down. I've got all the wheels are all set up. All right, now we'll go over here. Do that one. Then do this. Okay. Hang on. We're going to flip this now. I'm going to go over here. There's Share It Saturday for January the 4th. I'm going to delete that, delete the row, hit shuffle once, shuffle twice, and go. Look at all the entries we had this week. It was a phenomenal week. Who's it going to be? Renee. Renee won Share It Saturday for January the 4th. Congratulations, Renee, and thank you for sharing your card. Now I'm going to go over here. This is the Just for Coming draw for the catalog launch party. Shuffle once, shuffle twice, and somebody is going to win. Hang on. Somebody is going to win a package of Naturals Adhesive Back Sequins just for coming. And that person is, drum roll please, Holly. Congratulations, Holly. That's awesome. So Holly's name are on those. And then we have the treasure hunt over there. Treasure hunt. Now this is also from the launch party. And the winner of a package of basic gray and smoky slate pearls is, who's going to win the treasure hunt? Oh, is it Gloria or Joy? It is Joy. So congratulations to Joy, who won the pearls. So I still have a draw left to do for placing an order. Let me just go back over here and here and flip this away around. Yes, congratulations to our winners. Okay, so somebody is going to win a package of, hang on, I covered up the name. Package of iridescent pearls and a product credit towards their next purchase of, I think it's $15, if I remember correctly. I just writing that down for what I said so that I remember. So you have until today at 4 o'clock to get your order in using my host code or my link to my online store, or send your order to me. I'm happy to do it for you. And your name will go in the draw as well. And somebody will win the pearls and a product credit for next time. Now, I am planning on doing a BOGO sale later in the month or early February. I haven't quite decided. I have to pick the date today, so I will be letting everybody know. So that's going to be all the retired stuff I have. I'm repricing everything, and I'm going to sell them approximately half price of what they were. So if a bundle was $80, it'll be $40. And then you bid on the retired stuff. I tell you how much you have, or how much you have reserved, and then you order that amount in products through me, or send your order to me and I do it. And then you get the retired stuff for free. Who doesn't like free stuff, right? All right. Well, thanks so much for hanging out with me today. I hope you have enjoyed this quick and easy but beautiful card technique. And I will see you tomorrow night. I do believe tomorrow night. Let me check. Yep. Oh, beautiful butterflies card tomorrow. I wonder what I'm doing with that one. Enjoy the rest of your day, and I will see you soon in my craft room. Tomorrow night, 7:30 p.m. Pacific time. Same channel, same station. Thanks, everybody. Stamp of smiles. Bye for now.